What's good, y'all? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. If you could, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you stay up to date with all of my Teachable Tuesdays content, videos, and all the good stuff. I'd like to welcome you to episode 7 of the Love Series. This is going to be a very short one, but I consider this to be a very important one. And today is going to be about self-love through your nutrition and through your fitness. And the reason why I bring this up is because I know we typically think about the love series, we think about romantic relationships, we think about platonic relationships, relationships with your family, and so on and so forth, relationships with a higher power you believe in. But one of the most important relationships that we often neglect is a relationship with ourselves. So for a couple of episodes, not in any particular order, I am going to be talking about self-love and how you can improve your way of loving yourself. And I'm going to start with the physical in terms of your eating habits and in terms of your fitness. Now, listen, I'm pretty sure that if you've looked at the internet long enough, social media, YouTube, or whatever the case may be, you're no stranger to people saying what you put in your body is extremely important. And it's very true. I can't stress that enough. As somebody who has over the years become more conscious about his health, more conscious about what I put in my body, what I buy and things like that. I'm noticing a difference in the way that I operate. I notice when things feel off because of the way that I eat, or, what I consume in my body, and so on and so forth. And, certain things just don't necessarily appeal to me as much as they used to. Now, don't get it twisted. Every now and again, I still, eat something a little bit unhealthy and so on and so forth. You got to live a little. But at the same time, I'm very mindful of what I choose to put in my body and whatnot. And I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why that's important. I'm going to talk about the health aspect as far as what you eat and what you drink. And then I'll talk about the fitness aspect. I'm going to try to make this quick. So with the health, right? The reason why it's so important is because, listen, we know that everything is going up these days money-wise. We know that, unfortunately, we live in a society where the popular items that are the healthiest for you cost the most money. But somebody told me this, and it really stuck to me. Either you're going to pay for it now or you're going to pay for it later. Now, for people who are struggling to make ends meet, I'm not knocking anybody. Trust me, I haven't always been in a position to where I can afford to get some of the items that I'm getting. And even still, I can't get all the items that I want to get because the stuff is too darn expensive. So I feel where you're coming from. But, making a few changes will help if you can't necessarily buy all organic items or naturally clean foods and so on and so forth. Obviously, if you can get them, get them. If you can't, let me offer a few alternatives. So one of the alternatives that I like is Pops instead of drinking soda, right? Shout out to my dog, Kenny. I say that because he absolutely hates any sparkling tonic water whatsoever. So every time I mention that, I got to make fun of him. But like, real talk, all jokes aside, I think it's a great alternative to soda. It's it has very clean ingredients. And you don't feel guilty about it. It's only like 50 calories. So, if you're looking to be in a calorie deficit, that's one easy way to go about doing it. And so instead of drinking soda, you could drink Pops. Poppy's another good alternative. Water is probably your best solution. I've been told that distilled water is actually the best for you, because it replaces the minerals that you lose from working out and so on and so forth. I mean, you can get drinking water too. Distilled water is a little bit more expensive, but that's the best kind. And I've gotten used to drinking that over the past couple of weeks. Some other alternatives that you could think about is, let's say you're like me, you like your sweets, you like your snacks and whatnot. One of the biggest problems I've had in the past is snacking. It's gotten a little better, but I still struggle from time to time. So alternative ways of snacking will really help out a lot. So like, instead of getting like Reese's peanut butter cups, right, you could get Unreal, which has really clean ingredients. And one of these days I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, maybe I'll do another video before this month's over so I can show you guys what I'm talking about, some of my favorite snacks, because some of y'all are like, what the heck is that? So for now, I would say just, look them up. As I always say, don't just take my word for it. Do your research if you are really invested, and kind of go from there. Instead of like regular potato chips, I do Siete chips, which are really good for you. Really clean alternatives. They're made with avocado oil. You want to kind of avoid the products that have like sunflower oil, canola oil, grapeseed oil, things of that sort of nature, which is found in a lot of products. Also, one of the things that I've learned to avoid is food coloring products, anything that has red 40, yellow 6. It's gotten to a point now where even my favorite candies that I used to love, if it has any artificial dye in it, I won't touch it. Like a lot of times people be like, oh, I'll just have one. It's not that bad. I don't even touch it anymore. It's literally gotten to that point, and I'm slowly but surely getting to the point where I'm gonna stop buying it for others. Like I would rather buy the horrible chocolate for people than buy the food colorings. I mean, both of them can be bad in a sense, but it's like pick your poison as far as which one is the worst type of poison, if you will, right? As far as actual foods outside of snacks, here's some things that I kind of look at. I've gotten to the point where I don't really eat meat alternatives anymore. They are not great for you at all. You are much better off getting the actual real food. There's nothing wrong with, now granted, I know to my vegans and vegetarians out here, I'm probably gonna get knocked down a couple blocks, but just bear with me when I say this. You're probably better off making your food from scratch. If you are doing meatless items, there's definitely plenty of recipes that you can use. I've done it before, and it actually tastes better. And it's clean ingredients because it's not a bunch of extra stuff in the ingredients. You're making it from scratch, so you know what's in your food. You know what I'm saying? But to everybody else, who eats meat, there's nothing wrong with going with beef, with chicken, steak. I don't eat pork. It's not for religious reasons, even though I'm a Christian. It's definitely because pork is just nasty. It's not really good for you. So I'm not knocking anybody that does eat pork, but that's just not my thing, to be honest. But yeah, go with real food. You know what I'm saying? Don't go with the meat alternatives and so on and so forth. The snack alternatives are fine because most snack alternatives are made with very clean ingredients, and they're actually better for you anyways. But, as far as when it comes to actual meat, don't be doing veggie options. Even to my vegans and vegetarians out there, like I said, make your food from scratch. As far as the fitness aspect, right? Just making sure you're taking care of yourself. Work out, I would say at least 3 to 5 times a week. You don't necessarily have to work out in the gym, but get up and do something. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just simply going for a walk for 15 to 20 minutes. A lot of people will say, shout out to Air B Fitness because he brought this up a couple days ago, and I think this is a very important point to address. A lot of people will try to say we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We actually do not. That's false. Don't let anybody tell you that. Everybody's 24 hours look different. Me, I am a man. While I am in a relationship, I do not have any children. I'm not married. So I have a lot more time on my hands compared to somebody who is married or somebody who's married with kids. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody that just has kids, even if they're not married, right? Obviously, they're going to have more responsibilities. There are some people that might have a little more free time than I do. I work 2 jobs. I do music. I'm a content creator. So I have a lot on my plate, right? So even me recording this right now, I'm on a tight schedule because as soon as I'm done recording this video, I got to finish getting ready for work. You know what I'm saying? I've just been a little bit behind the content lately. So I'm trying to, get it in where I can fit it in. But everybody's time is different. I have more time than some other people. Some people have more time than me. And for some people, we just have the same amount of time. The most important thing is just to make sure you're taking care of your body. Your overall health is 80% of what you eat, 20% of your fitness, right? But you still want to get that fitness out there. You want to maintain your mobility because if you're somebody like me, I'm currently in my 30s. And while I'm healthy, I feel great. You know what I'm saying? I'm mobile, praise God. I do have a few joint issues that I'm, taking care of, doctor's orders, and, making sure I keep up with my appointments and whatnot. But as you get older, your body does start to break down a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference between someone who's 20 and runs 5 miles versus someone who is 30 or 40 and runs 5 miles, right? You may not be as active as, I'm not going to say active. You may not be as quick to recover as you used to. And this is one of the reasons why it's so important to keep up with your fitness. You don't want to be 75, 80 years old, hunched over, or, having so many other issues. I mean, sometimes issues, they just happen. It is what it is. You can't avoid it. But just being mindful of those things, right? Making sure that you are preserving your body as long as you possibly can. And it's a combination. It's what you eat. Because if you eat the wrong things, it can disrupt your body. It can cause different things like cancer. It can cause inflammation issues and so many other things that you don't want to deal with. High blood pressure, so on and so forth. And if you're not moving your joints, they get stiff after a while. I'm going to be real with you. I didn't work out prior to recording this video. I haven't worked out in 3 days. And it felt weird when I went running this morning. I was like, ugh. Felt like, you know how you drive in the car, you hear that when it's a really, really old car, they don't want to act right. That's how my body be when I don't work out for, I say, more than 2 days, right? I got to keep my body going, you know, well-oiled, if you will. So, yeah. Overall, we're going to end this video on this note. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself. I'm going to do a part 2 of this video because I want to show you guys. I'll probably do a part 3 as well. I want to show you guys the actual things that I eat, the alternatives. And I'm actually going grocery shopping tomorrow. So tomorrow might be a good day to actually show you guys the video. I won't post it tomorrow, but I'll probably record the video tomorrow. And I'll also show you guys some fitness things that I do as well. I know a while back ago, I did some workout not challenges. I did some workout routines that if you go back on the channel, a couple videos, check it out. You'll see them. I might post one this month. I mean, I've been looking to do an actual yoga routine, a very short video. I'm really seriously considering it. So if y'all want one, leave a comment below and I'll drop a couple, but I'm gonna definitely at least drop one. But anyways, this is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Love you guys. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you're doing your best to eat as best as you possibly can. Of course, within your means, based on your budget. And make sure you get a good workout in the day. All right. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves and see you soon.